I'm Irma Garza. You're watching the City of Harlingen's YouTube channel. Today I'm visiting with our city engineer, Mr. Luis Vargas, and we are going to be talking about the drainage projects going on right now in the city. We have quite a few happening, and you're going to give us an update.
That's right, Irma. I'll start with talking about the American Rescue Plan Act from 2021. For that project, we have $6 million allocated for drainage. Of those $6 million, $2 million are planned for design projects and $4 are planned for construction contracts. And I'll start talking how we have those $6 million spread out in drainage projects throughout the city.
Okay.
First, we have 9 engineering firms that are working in different projects. One of them is the one that's just about to start construction is the one in Jackson and C Street. That one starts in October the 8th. It replaces 4 stormwater inlets. It adds capacity to the intersection, and the goal is to get the water moving faster to the system in North Commerce. The study that was done by Half Associates, that one proposes a regional detention pond adjacent to the railroads that run along North Commerce between Wilson and Lozano Street. That one, it's got very costly options that add up to $40 million. Yes, so because we don't have $40 million, we've asked the engineer to give us a less expensive option to kind of phase the project and to start the project. And they gave us an option that's more in the 1.3 million price.
The entire project would be done just in phases.
That's correct, yes. So that one is to, instead of doing the whole regional pond, we'll do it in phases. So that's the first phase, and it includes the storm system that runs along Wichita Avenue.
Okay.
There's 9 more projects that we have going in design right now. We have 21st Street from Van Buren to Theresa Avenue, which encompasses areas in Jackson, Monroe, Washington, Martha, Susan Streets, and they all discharge to the Jefferson ditch. This is System 7 from the 2008 study, and again, all these projects that I'll tell you is they come from the 2008 Drainage Master Plan. The next project is the 5th and 7th storm sewer improvements. That one's with Tetsi, and again, it adds capacity to our system. It increases the pipe sizes and modernizes the stormwater inlets.
And of course, the goal is just to get the water going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
That's correct. Moving on into more projects, we have a culvert for Hick Hill Drive. That is System S in the 2008 study. It basically adds 2 48-inch pipes that will help that ditch cross with more capacity. It will help cross the street. And then we have Adams Crossing. We have Teague, in Fair Park, which are Systems 105 and 224. Adams Crossing is with SWG Engineering, and Ar Gutierrez has Teague and Fair Park. We have Guzman and Munoz Engineering working with System 122, which is Jacaranda Drainage Improvements. And again, I'm saying all these systems, all these numbers, you can find them online in the 2008 study that was done in that year. But it's available online for everybody to see.
Right. And on there, we also have the maps, and it tells you from where to where. All of those are clearly identified.
That's correct. The other project, which is a good one, is Ed Carey and Business 77. That intersection is a big intersection for Harlingen. It's got a high volume of traffic. The other 2 companies missing is Sames Engineering, which is working in Sunchase and Sable Palm. That's Systems 252 and 204. And then CSC is working in System 23, which is, we call it Pickens Street Storm System Improvements. CSC also has a major project, which is updating our drainage master plan. It includes survey for all of our systems. It includes monitoring in the major ditches and in the arroyo. And it encompasses 300 square miles of the watershed, and it basically looks at the Arroyo Colorado for all the avenues to convey to it. And of course, it'll give us a drainage criteria for more projects, and from that study, we'll get more and more drainage projects for design and construction in the future.
Very good.
Speaking of the Arroyo, we've met with the the United States International Boundary Water Commission, which is the IBWC. And finally, they told us that they're planning to dredge the Arroyo Colorado next year. That's going to help us tremendously in our drainage issues. Approximately 300,000 cubic yards will be dredged from the Arroyo, and it'll give us that design flow that we want from the Arroyo. And lastly, I'll leave you with the project that is in design right now that is not part of the ARPA project, but it's from a different grant, which is the Hazard Mitigation Grant Plan. That one's for Jefferson drainage improvements. That one will have drainage improvements from 3rd Street to the Jefferson ditch going that way. And
which will be east.
That's correct. And it'll have the outfall is a 12 by 8 box, a big box where you can walk around it, stretch your arms, and you still will not be able to reach the ceiling. So that's going to discharge to the Jefferson ditch. Right here, you'll see we'll have a line coming in this way, and it'll cross the railroads and going that way to the Jefferson ditch.
Okay. So, and you said this one is the design's already done?
Right now, the design is at 90%, but we are planning to have it finished by January of next year, and then hopefully we can bid it on February of 2023.
So this is the one that's going to get started sooner rather than later.
That's correct, yes.
Very good. Now, if people want more information on any of these projects, obviously they can call you at your office, they can call City Hall, or they can just go online and get information on that.
That is correct.
Very good. Well, you've got your hands full.
That's right, yeah. As always.
As always.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the update. I'm sure the community is looking forward to it. You know, drainage improvements are always fantastic. Any kind of improvements are always fantastic.
That's right, yes. We're doing everything we can, and trust us, we are busy 100% of the time.
Working together to improve Harlingen. Thank you so much, Luis. And thank you for watching the City of Harlingen's YouTube channel. I'm Irma Garza.